हाँ जी, आ जाओ आ जाओ आ जाओ। देखो, अगर हमारी आप अकेले नहीं हो, आप अकेले नहीं हो जो कल के ऑक्शन को देख के सोच रहे थे कि मेरी सीटीसी इतनी कम क्यों है इनको कंपेयर करते हुए। शार्दुल ठाकुर, राहुल तेवतिया, इनकी सीटीसी अगर आप देखोगे ना तो बौखला जाओगे। और मैं भी सोच रहा था, आई डोंट नो अखिल सोच रहा था क्योंकि अखिल के पास ढेर सारा पैसा है। अरीब मेरे ख्याल से सोच रहा था पक्का, बट वेलकम टू द पॉडकास्ट। डे टू ऑफ द ऑक्शन। डे वन पर क्या हुआ मुझे तो नहीं पता। समहाउ आई एम नॉट एबल टू फाइंड द हेड और टेल ऑफ मेनी थिंग्स। लेकिन देखते हैं अगर हमारे गेस्ट्स जो हैं अखिल एंड अरीब, इफ दे कैन डू इट। अखिल, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आई मीन आज का ना शो थोड़ा हेवीली स्क्यूड है टुवर्ड्स येलो, हल्का सा। हेवीली भी नहीं, हल्का सा, जस्ट टू बी फेयर। लेकिन ओवरऑल अखिल, व्हाट आर योर सॉर्ट ऑफ थॉट्स ऑन हाउ डे वन वेंट बाय? पहले वहां से शुरू करते, लेट्स स्टार्ट देयर।
हेलो। as you can sense, काफी disappointment है मेरी आवाज में after day one. Lot of names that I was hoping कि CSK will go for. That didn't really happen. Um, but okay. We'll save the
हाँ
entire
हाँ,
review for after day two. They can still save the day today.
अरे बिल्कुल यार,
बट हाँ, आई
बिल्कुल।
मीन एक तो काफी सरप्राइजिंग पिक वाज डेविड वार्नर एट व्हाट 6.25. दैट्स द आई थिंक द बेस्ट पीस ऑफ बिजनेस जिस डन. I think Delhi Capitals got him at 6.25. Don't know why the other
हाँ
team
हाँ
really chase that a little more. But
हाँ।
what did you think?
अरीब, अरीब अरीब अभी
हेलो।
सोच रहे हैं
ओ
कुछ?
सॉरी। नहीं 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 मेरे को
अरीब,
ऑडियो ड्रॉप फॉर अ बिट। हाय फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल अखिल एंड सुमित भाई साहब, कल के ऑक्शन के बारे में सोच सोच के आदमी क्या ही बोले। बट the biggest thing for me, what a day first of all. You had the auctioneer, the incident with the auctioneer. You had Charu Sharma coming in last moment, जो उन्होंने आकर के auction आगे
applause for Charu Sharma. Just one
applause
quick
करूंगा
applause
first of all. Yeah,
for
एक big round
Charu
of
Sharma.
applause for him.
He was amazing, absolute legend.
And I
Well
mean,
done.
just
Yeah,
shows you
go on,
the
Arif.
power of Indian cricket. I mean, the show can never stop,
Abe yaar,
kind of
100%.
thing. And buys, what about the buys? I mean, 10 people in the 10 crore club already, 10 crore plus club rather already. We'll come to the teams ka ek karke, but yeah, yesterday we were talking about how it's going to be a big payday for a lot of people, a lot of
Hmm.
unexpected people also having very big paydays. I mean, pura agle era of IPL, so to speak, has been set with the marquee buying and
Hmm.
all
Hmm.
those kind of players. So very interesting day. A lot of teams will be disappointed. I think Mumbai and Chennai, for that matter, I think might just be disappointed. They spent a lot of money on one particular player. I think that also hurt them. But yeah, Punjab were very smart. I was very happy with the kind of things that Punjab was doing. And very rarely does it happen that Punjab goes well in an auction. So yeah,
But will
it's
Punjab
good to see.
be able to replicate that on the field? They always buy
That
decently well.
now that is a different conversation. That is a different
वो अलग,
conversation. But
that's a different. Acha,
that's a
Arif, tell
different.
me, you were saying, so these are the folks that are above the 10 CR club. I've given
Yeah.
respect to the top three, so I've mentioned their price tags. The others are again the same: 10.75, Hasaranga, Lord, like I said, just Lord, uh,
Yeah.
10.75. Who in this, right, you thought was a disappointment? Like a, yaar, thoda zyada ho gaya type.
I think Hasaranga for me was, I think, I don't know, because he's not a proven commodity in the IPL. Many
Hmm.
people say that he is the next big leg spinner thing in T20 cricket, especially. But he was tried last year with the RCB. He played a couple of games, didn't do that great, was eventually dropped. And it was surprising to see that it was RCB who went for him again, despite having, I mean, tried him last year, not shown enough faith in him in the later half of the tournament. He didn't play in the knockouts, he didn't play in the last few games. Then RCB
Hmm.
breaking the bank for him was slightly surprising. Nicholas Puran, I mean, he's been around in the IPL before Kings 11, sorry, Punjab Kings में उन्होंने उतना, I
This
mean,
is
he
the
has a lot
second
of
time.
talent. Yeah. He has a lot of talent, but
Yeah.
again, he's not done it in the IPL. And just seeing the fact that again a lot of money was spent on him, I don't know.
That talent
I'm not very sure of it.
doesn't seem to have found the opportunity, as the IPL tagline goes. Somewhere,
Uh,
Puran, I think, was the most bizarre pick of yesterday. At that money, Nicholas Puran.
10.75.
Yeah,
Wow.
wow.
I
Lot of
actually
And
money.
just
Iyer Khan was a little
Hyderabad kar kya rahe hain yaar? You know, what are Hyderabad doing? Like, isn't he the only batter apart from Priyam Garg that they've gotten so far? कोई है
Yeah,
ही नहीं.
they had Kane Williamson retained, and this is
हाँ,
the only one
Abdul
they have
Samad.
now. Ab- yeah, Abdul
But
Samad and Kane
बाकी
Williamson
कौन?
were retentions.
है ना? It's
कोई
quite
नहीं.
strange यार. It's quite bizarre.
They got Rahul Tripathi at 8.5, which is a good
Oh
buy.
Yeah,
yeah, I forgot that. But that was a
They got
good buy.
Rahul.
I think that's a very good
Yeah.
buy. Rahul Tripathi deserves also.
Washington Sundar
So
is also
Yeah,
there now.
he
He
bats
can
low middle
bat
order.
bat four.
yeah.
लेकिन
My
अखिल
heart
my
broke when
point is
Washington Sundar
आपके
went
पास
down.
top 3 top 4 जो you have to go marquee, right? That's not there yet.
Top four में you've now got Williamson, Tripathi, and Sundar, who will figure in your top four,
Not
more or less.
Sundar. I think
Sundar
Sundar
won't be
no.
top 4. Sundar
No,
No,
not
I
no,
mean,
no.
top
you look at his record in the TNPL. I don't know if that's what they are chasing.
खेल लेगा लेकिन is see you've got to go boom 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 at the top. Can Sundar go like bonkers?
And
He's
Well,
got the
again, they have
ability.
we are hoping that Puran can sort of obviously do the job for them.
and
No, you need more. You need more. लेकिन आज हैं there are some options of course today. So quite
they'll
a
have
few
that.
options.
Remember, Rajasthan Royals once had a problem of having Rahane and Smith in the top 3. Hyderabad will have that kind of a problem with Tripathi and Williamson in the top
Very
3.
good point, yeah. Very good point.
Uh,
I think
Talking
just
about
outside
Rajasthan
this.
Royals,
Huh,
sorry,
go on.
talking
Go
about
on.
Rajasthan Royals, what is their deal with Riyan Parag? What did
oh yeah,
he probably didn't even score 100 runs last season, and I don't
Abhishek Sharma
understand.
also in Saraj. Correct.
Yeah,
I mean,
Abhishek Sharma is another thing that I didn't understand at all. What
yeah.
6.5
yeah,
CR
that was
है?
also too expensive.
I mean,
But
क्या
he
हो
bowls
क्या
a
रहा है
little bit
मतलब?
also, na left arm.
अरे
Yeah, he bowls
I'll tell you
left
what
arm. He
problem
bowls
क्या है
left
पता
arm.
है? This is a supply and demand issue. The thing is you need everyone wants these type of players, but your quality you have very few, right?
Yeah,
That's the thing.
correct.
And you don't trust your Ranji under 19 folks to do it all along क्योंकि उनके पास experience नहीं है. So it's been
But
all
also,
insecure
yesterday,
buying, according to me. It's all insecure buying. A lot of it, rather, not all.
the timing of when the players showed up was also a big part because just think about the
सही बात है.
amounts that people like David Warner and Faf du Plessis went for, and then think of the others who came later on in the auction. I mean, the marquee players would have done much better had they come in later on in the auction.
Yeah.
Think about it.
R. Ashwin again at what 5? He went
5 crore.
to
Yeah,
Rajasthan. Think he would have
Rajasthan
definitely
have
got a lot.
Ashwin and
Rajasthan
Chahal
have also
now.
done a decent team so far.
Isn't
Yeah.
Rahul Chahar also at Rajasthan?
No, I think he went to
No.
Number
Gujarat.
32, Ishan Kishan.
I think he went to Gujarat. No? Not really sure.
Yeah, I think so. Okay.
Let's go team wise today. Let's go team wise.
Lucknow and RR looking like teams to beat. I don't know. I don't know. देखो यार मेरा scene क्या है पता है? I still feel it's too early to judge teams. I still think it's not the best thing to judge them now. बहुत मुश्किल होने वाला है. It's not going to be the easiest thing to do because lot of buying is yet to be done. Let's move to uncapped big buys
The
from
two,
yesterday.
New teams. You want to look at the two
What?
new
Say that
teams?
again. We can. I think we can first. Okay, so what we can do? Okay, if you want to do it that way, then here you go. I will instead. Okay, so this is so you've got the purse remaining at the bottom, right? Now let's look at Lucknow first. Okay, you want to look at the two new teams, right? Lucknow and Gujarat. Let's start with Lucknow, right? If you look at Lucknow, what they've done I'll just list out the players that Lucknow have gotten, right? Quinton de Kock for cheap, huge steal. Manish Pandey, Jason
Mm,
Holder, Deepak Hooda, Krunal Pandya,
mm.
Mark Wood, Avesh Khan, Ankit Rajput. First thoughts. क्या लग रहा है अखिल?
Decent batting actually. If Manish Pandey has a little better season than what he did last year for SRH, where he just ate up, maximum deliveries that didn't really finish games. I think now they have got someone like a Deepak Hooda or a Krunal Pandya or a Jason Holder to finish off their, maybe 5, 6, 7 sort of a thing. And at the top of the order, they obviously have QDK, Rahul, Manish Pandey,
यार क्विंटन
Stoinis
एंड
as well.
राहुल क्या पेयरिंग है यार, टॉप क्लास.
Solid.
Yeah, yeah.
वाओ.
And at three,
लेफ्टी राइटी.
you'll have at three maybe Marcus Stoinis or Manish
हाँ,
Pandey.
पावर
Yeah.
हिटर. Power hitter. Manish Pandey middle. I think he'll play in the middle. Number 5. He's a perfect number 5. Number 4. Number 5. But they have some work to do. Apart from that
Yeah.
as well, right? I was in it. I really liked how they went after Avish Khan.
Mm.
Very good buy. One for the future. To be very honest, very
And they
good buy.
obviously have Bishnoi as well from before.
Bishno is already there, and now middle order they have Manish Pandey and Hooda. Two very, like, the way I look at them, apart from Surya, these are the only two solid middle order players in Indian white ball setup right now. Pandey and Hooda,
Mm.
they are proper middle order players. Like this pure breed. Otherwise, you get openers who can play. These guys are middle order players. So
I mean,
okay,
Pandey
that's
is. I mean,
But
my
I
yeah,
don't
and
know
first
their
how
thought was
pers.
to
Kunal
look at this.
Go
Pandya and
on.
Deepak are going to play in the same
Exactly. I was
team.
going to.
I don't
That
know
was
how
my
that's
first
going
thought.
to work.
The same thing.
That was
जैसे
my first.
अश्विन और बटलर एक टीम में खेलेंगे वैसे ही same.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. Okay, so Lucknow have 6.9 crores remaining.
Yeah.
So Lucknow has 6.9 remaining. They've spent lots of money yesterday, but आज पीछे बैठेंगे थोड़ा सा. Will they sit back, you think, and just
Yeah.
sort of buy
They'll have,
bulk buying?
they'll have
Yeah.
to. I mean, they need one. I think their batting needed one more name. I don't think they'll be able to get it unless they get someone at a steal. Like, who got
मिल
Jason
जाएगा
Roy
यार.
at base price? Someone got Jason Roy at base price. I
अरे
don't
गुजरात
remember.
यार, गुजरात got Jason
Gujarat.
Roy at 2 crore.
2 crores. And I was like, what
Gujarat
the hell?
got Jason Roy.
My God.
Jason Roy 2 crore. Mohammad Shami at 6 crore.
Very good
mean,
price, yeah.
Jason,
actually easy to
Till
be,
then, till then they were doing well. Till then they were doing very well.
Yeah.
Gujarat.
No, I think
बाद
already
में पता
Gujarat
नहीं
is a
क्या.
likable team with Ashish Nehra on the auction table. Everyone's
अरे
second favorite.
100%. 100%.
Just look.
Ashuba is chilling there, huh? Full power. So
You
the other
came
ones,
last
okay, let's.
with the entire auction.
He was laughing at the start and at the end also. At the end of 12 hours, he was the same, yeah, the same. So good. Okay, you want to talk a little bit more about Lucknow before we move on quickly to today? Some interesting buys for me. Jason Holder, very good buy. Yeah. My God, they got
Yeah.
Jason Holder. They got also, who's the other? They got Mark Wood, who can bowl quick. Injury is the only problem with Wood, and maybe test availability. But that they got those two as well. So
But Mark Wood
yeah.
at 7.5, it's a bit much.
थोड़ा steep again na वही है supply and demand situation, but I still feel today there are a lot of players that are coming up that could be very good buys for
Yeah.
you. So
They don't have the
maybe teams
monies
got
left.
a little, yeah, exactly, I think teams got a little like insecure and they
Carried
said
away
no we
yesterday.
have to get them तो वो वाला scene हो गया.
Maybe
See, there are
that's
few
where
people saying
MI and Chennai can come back well. Just the
How?
fact
I
that
just hope
Chennai
Chennai
none
got
get
bought off.
injured.
That much money left.
अरे आज तो मुंबई और चेन्नई का दिन है भाई. 100% आज दोनों बढ़िया शॉपिंग करेंगे फॉर श्योर. क्या हो गया यार, आज कमेंट सेक्शन में लोग ज्यादा बोल नहीं रहे हैं. इज द फीवर ऑफ द आईपीएल गॉन डाउन आफ्टर यस्टरडे? आई डोंट नो, बट let us know. Okay, let's move to Gujarat and then we'll move on to today.
Yeah.
Right. I'm just going to read out Gujarat's acquisitions from yesterday. Mohammad Shami, Jason Roy, Lockie Ferguson, two gun players. They got Abhinav Sadrangani, and they got Rahul Tewatia for 9 CR, where I think the
Yeah,
auction changed for them. Noor Ahmed,
yeah,
I'm told by a few in the comment section that he's damn good. I don't know a lot about him.
Our Sai Kishore,
Chinaman.
man. He
And
should
they
have
got
played
R.
yeah.
Sai
Our
Kishore.
Chennai lad is a
proper,
crorepati now.
proper left arm spinner.
Ari,
Yeah,
tell us more about R. Sai Kishore. What do you
he
like
is
about
a
him?
very, oh my God, he's a very, uh, very, I mean, how do I put it very nicely? I mean, he's a very accurate left arm spinner. He's one of those in the who can be a Jadeja in the future. You know, he
Oh,
plays
wow.
that kind of role for his TNPL side. I saw him a lot in the nets at CSK, and he has those traits of just holding one line and bowling to it for days on end. So he's that
क्या
accurate a
बात
left
है
arm
यार.
No, and he's
bowler,
always a
and
thinking cricketer. He's like Ashwin. He's always thinking about the game. He's
yeah,
in it all the time.
अच्छा.
He's a bit different than
Interesting.
Jadeja in that sense.
in
Interesting.
that sense, different than Jadeja. Yeah, but yeah, again, a very good buy, I think, and yeah, he deserves the money that he's gotten. This kid
अच्छा.
is damn good.
अच्छा, चलो, let's move to teams. आज क्या होने वाला है? This is the way I look at it. These teams are going to have a shopping festival today. Hyderabad, Chennai, Mumbai, Gujarat, Punjab are going to have a lot of shopping today. Let's start. Okay, so यार पहले अगर हैदराबाद की बात करें, what do they need? Akhil, what do you think Hyderabad need going into today, and who will they be targeting?
Batting, a lot of batting. Hyderabad's bowling seems to be covered with Umran, Shreyas Gopal,
Bhuvi,
Suchit, Natarajan,
they got
Bhuvi.
They
They
got
seem to
Bhuvi
have got
back.
their old bowling attack back. They've got Washington Sundar
yeah.
and Abdul Samad and Abhishek Sharma, who are their all rounders as well. But I think now they need top heavy batting. They need like an explosive opener somewhere. Aiden Markram's available. Van de Dusen is available. Who else? I think Alex Hales. Alex Hales is also going to
Yeah,
be
Alex
option today.
Hales is going to be the trivia for today. Can anyone
Liam
solve that
Livingstone.
trivia?
Liam Livingston's
Liam
going
Livingston.
to come up as well. So those are interesting names that I think. Someone said I'm a big Rahane fan. I want Rahane to be picked by a team who will let him play regularly. Is that going to be RR again? Going to take him in their setup once more? And
Ah, ah, RR? SRH? No.
I don't
The
know.
thing
SRH.
with Ajinkya Rahane, right? We'll come to Rahane later. I have a section called "What will happen to these players" at the very end, where Rahane is one of them. So we'll come to
yeah.
Rahane definitely. This is interesting, right? Do you need a backup for Kane? Do you think you need a backup for Kane? I
I mean,
think
that guy
he's
is known for playing through pain. So I think unless
yeah,
something very drastic happens to him, he's not
Yeah.
going
yeah.
anywhere. And he's one of those captains, he doesn't leave his teams
Good shout by
generally.
Sheikh.
So
He's saying, yeah, good. Sheikh saying Evan Lewis will be a steal for SRH. Very
yeah,
interesting shout.
Evan Lewis.
Very good shout, yeah. But again, you
Evan
already
Lewis
have a left hand explosive player in Puran. Do you want to again
in
go
Puran, yeah.
same type of? Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
it's going to be tricky.
they
It's going to
need
be tricky.
they do have some work to do. I mean, they have 20.15 CR left, so they have a lot of money to play with. They have their
Correct.
bowling covered. Don't forget they have Kartik Tyagi in their squad as well, which I think at 4 CR was a very good buy again.
Yeah.
कार्तिक
That
त्यागी को ले
you
लिया
know,
भाई. वो तो मैं तो I have been a broken record. I think he's in the top
yeah,
5 most talented in India. He's that good.
agreed. So
He's
again,
that
you
good.
see this trend again with Hyderabad that they are going to depend on Indians for to carry their bowling. I mean, they have T. Natarajan, Bhuvneshwar Kumar, Kartik Tyagi, Shreyas Gopal, Washington Sundar, Abhishek Sharma. So these guys are going to carry their bowling. It is going to be through and through Indians. They now what they need is, I think, one proper batter and one overseas all rounder. If someone like a Liam Livingston, if they can get to bat in the
Maybe
middle
two
order and
batters,
give them some.
two solid batters.
Yeah, I mean
Two.
Liam Livingston does count as a solid batter for me at least.
Arey, for
And
sure,
one
yaar.
Yeah,
For
yeah.
and
sure.
one Indian
100%.
batter if they can get in for the top order.
They'll have
Bhai,
Evan Lewis that will fit in perfectly for them because they've got like of a Kane Williamson at 3, etc. They'll
But
need that one explosive opening batsman.
But Sumit had a fair point in saying that, like, do you really want two left-handers from the same school of thought in your top three, top four?
निकलस पूरन है ना, निकलस पूरन
Yeah,
ऑलरेडी, तो आप फिर से
exactly.
एविन को लेंगे तो वो एक ही हो जाएगा, बट द वे Sarich are going in the auction, you wouldn't put it past them to do it today. You
Yeah,
never
true.
know. Okay, let's move to
True.
the flavor of today, which is Chennai Super Kings. क्या करेंगे भाई, क्या करेंगे? What will Chennai do today? किसको टारगेट करोगे, किसको लेके आओगे, क्या होगा?
I'll let Akhil start on this. This is a topic close to his heart.
Sorry, I think I just lost signal for a second. What are we on?
नहीं,
Chennai
you
Super
lost the
Kings.
signal. You lost the signal at the wrong time. We're talking
On
about
purpose.
Chennai. What's up? Yeah.
What's up?
Okay.
They've brought back the same team except for Tushar Deshpande. I don't understand what KM Asif's doing in that setup. Ari, please enlighten us on KM Asif.
I think the thought is just to get the old players, the old squad back together. I don't think he's gonna
Age-wise
take
old players.
Yeah,
bring the band back. Get the band back together.
I cannot fathom one thing from CSK from yesterday, seeing that I think they came into yesterday thinking or trying for the fact that they want to get back 2 out of Shardul, Deepak, and Faf. I just think that they got the wrong person out of those three. Deepak at 14 CR. I mean, yes, his stock is rising. He's becoming that all-rounder that people want him to become. He's won India games.
But the IPL is back to India. Why is nobody talking about that? He was okay. I mean, he was doing well in the conditions that he had last year. But is he going to be as effective at Chepauk? Okay, fine. Maybe this year the IPL won't be in Chennai, but this is a team essentially for the next, 3 to 5 year cycle, right? So you're not really paying him 14 crores to.
How old is Shardul Thakur? What's Shardul Thakur's age? Is he 28, 29?
28.
So he's not old per se. He's actually getting into.
That's why they didn't pick him.
I would have thought that Shardul would have been a better pick than Deepak. I would have thought.
CSK won't look very bad with Markram and Odean Smith, and they have the money today. Interesting.
They had the money yesterday, bro.
Aiden Markram, Punjab will go after. But Odean Smith, I think, is a Mumbai player. He's been stamped as a Mumbai player. I think Mumbai will go after Odean Smith.
Also looking at CSK, okay, they got Robin Uthappa at base price. Okay,
Mr. IPL Suresh Raina. देखो राज जी बड़ा अच्छा sentence लिखे हैं कि he is heartbroken that Suresh Raina is not back.
सर शायद बालकनी का बजट अकोमोडेट कर रहे हैं सारे टीम.
अखिल यार वही बात है ना कि इट्स सो इंटरेस्टिंग. कुछ ही साल पहले सुरेश रैना वाज लाइक अ पिलर इन दिस टीम, and how things change in such a short time. It's just the reality of the IPL. It's as simple as that. ये हो जाता है 1-2 साल में, और आप blame भी नहीं कर सकते. रैना has been undoubtedly Mr. IPL for so long, right? Don't take any credit away, but अब मुश्किल होगा.
I think CSK would have thought that they would have gotten like people like Raina and Tahir back if had they not spent so much on somebody like an Ambati Raidu and Dwayne Bravo.
Raidu यार, हाँ Raidu, Bravo, Chahar. मुझे लगता है ना Raidu, Bravo, Chahar को अगर आप उनका जो spending है उसको आप if you bring it together, they've spent easily 10 CR extra than they should have.
But Raidu can still do the job in that middle order. Raidu still is going all out, and last year you saw that innings against Mumbai Indians, which eventually we ended up losing because of Pollard's blitzkrieg. But I think Raidu can still do the job. Look, I don't put it past CSK to bring back Raina at the end.
Chance.
At base price. If they have that money left, I think they will go chase him. Maybe not Tahir now, but Raina for sure.
ये देखो यार, गोदी का बड़ा बढ़िया पॉइंट है. अरे थोड़ा आगे आ जाओ यार, फेस गेटिंग कट बिकॉज ऑफ द कमेंट.
CSK and KK
uh,
are very predictable strategy of getting their old
of getting
players.
their old players. See, that's the thing, right? I think MI also had the same strategy that they wanted to get Kishan back and they went all out for him. But with CSK, the whole thing, you've got more than one player that you want to bring back. MI also had it, but they didn't go after Krunal, they didn't go after Rahul Chahar. You have to know, when the line is to be drawn, right? Where and how it happens. So,
Yeah.
वही है यार. ये देखो आज स्टीव स्मिथ is being called
But
into
what do
SRH.
CSK need then? If we look at it that way, CSK need an opening partner for Ruturaj Gaikwad.
Ruturaj, yes,
They
Yeah.
definitely need
firstly.
that. Then you'll probably have Robin at 3, if not a backup at 3. You need for Robin.
I
You've got
think
okay,
Robbie will
Raidu,
not. I think they will give Robbie the same
Moin.
role as they did last year.
Yeah.
तीन चार गेम आपके हैं, आप आओ खेलो. Till then, just guide the others. Be the senior pro.
Yeah.
Moin, I think, will
Because
play up.
Moin at 3, yeah. So Moin at 3,
Moin at three.
and then you need someone along with Raidu in that middle order, and then obviously
Yeah.
there's Jaddu, MS, Bravo. Interesting to
Yeah.
see.
Again,
The
Bravo is not
bowling
a
is light right
14
now.
game bank. Bravo is no more a 14 game banker.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
it's not even that
Unfortunately,
last
yeah.
year also he did not play 14 games. I think he played some uh, 9 or 10 games. But last year you had a Sam Curran to replace him. You had a
yeah.
Lungi Ngidi who's also essentially doing the death bowling for you.
We might
So
actually get
yeah,
NGD
I
back.
mean,
No? He's up for a pick today.
there's a lot of business that CSK need to do today, man. 25 CR on Raidu, Bravo, and Deepak combined. Had they done that inside, 15 or 12 CR, they would have been in a different position today.
Do
होता
we
है यार,
want
हो
to
जाता है यार.
quickly go through the bowling that's available today? CSK,
Yeah.
100%.
I don't know, could look at Riley Meredith, could look at Sheldon Cottrell, could potentially look at Reece Topley. Reece Topley is someone that I like. I
अच्छा
think
बॉलर है
he
रीस
might.
टॉपली, बहुत बढ़िया
Yeah.
बॉलर है. लेफ्ट आर्मर,
Jason Behrendorff,
अवेलेबल भी रहेगा.
we,
जेसन बेरेंडॉफ, यस, जेसन
we brought him
बेरेंडॉफ
in
भी.
as a, I think
मार्क
CSK brought him in as a
मार्को
replacement
यानसन,
last year.
Yeah,
मार्को
yeah.
यानसन,
Yeah,
भी है.
Jansen.
Timal Mills bhi hai.
Timmel Mills, again, that injury concern, man, all the time. That's the
Yeah,
problem.
टिमल मिल्स.
Adam Milne was good for Mumbai.
Andrew
एंड्रू
Ty,
टाई,
yeah,
Andrew
Andrew
टाई.
Ty. He's been setting the
Yeah.
Big Bash on fire every time.
And
100%.
don't
Alzari
forget,
Joseph doing well. Another
you have
option.
some Indian bowlers also available in the form of Navdeep Saini.
Yeah.
Hey,
Still to come.
good shout यार.
Sid Call,
Oh,
Sid
Saini
Call.
है.
Sid Call.
सिड कॉल तो
And
हैदराबाद चला जाएगा अब तो. We know that by now.
There's still Khalil
सिड
Ahmed
कॉल
as well.
हैदराबाद जाएगा.
Khalil Ahmed is there.
you know,
And
there
Rajasthan
are
Royals favorite, Jaydev Unatkar.
उनाटकट भी है, उनाटकट भी है. अच्छा चलो, मैं ना थोड़ा अभी कुछ लोग आ रहे हैं, पीपल इनटू द कमेंट सेक्शन में, सबको थोड़ा इंट्रोड्यूस कर लेता हूँ कि हो क्या रहा है यार. सो दिस इज द इंडियन क्रिकेट पॉडकास्ट और हम ना ये लाइव शोज करते रहते हैं ऑल द टाइम एंड आई एम जॉइंड बाय अखिल प्रकाश. अखिल से हाय एंड
Hello,
अरीब
hello.
से हाय. तो ये हमारे मित्र हैं जो क्रिकेट में बहुत सारा काम करते हैं. अखिल चेन्नई से है, अरीब मुंबई में रहता है लेकिन उसका दिल चेन्नई में है. तो इफ यू आर हियर and you want to follow a little bit of the podcast, subscribe कीजिए, please hit the bell icon and continue listening. And also if you want to listen to the podcast, link is in the description to the podcast on Ghana. All right. So once that is done, please continue watching. Thank you. All right, we were on Chennai, right? We were on Chennai, but yeah, so it's set, right, that they need firepower at the top, and you also need seam bowlers, importantly.
spinners to
I'll
ho
still,
gaya hai
Sumit,
iske baad.
we had spoken earlier, I think last week, and the pick that I was hoping for, Periasamy, he's still going to come up today, and I think Periasamy would be the guy that CSK go.
वो तेज गेंदबाज, is he a fast bowler?
Yeah. He's medium fast, but he's got that a little bit Bumrah sort of action.
Oh, interesting.
In a way,
Okay.
not exactly. It's a little
unique action, but I think he was very very good. One of the highest wicket takers in TNPL. He's been doing consistently well
Hmm.
in the local leagues as well. I think
अच्छा,
Periasamy could be uh,
इंटरेस्टिंग.
a good option.
यार कमेंट सेक्शन में बहुत ज़्यादा बहुत सारा प्यार तो मिल रहा है हमें, थैंक यू, बट also lots of comments about SRH and a few other things. We are now talking about Chennai, so any thoughts about Chennai, then please send them in. We'll move on from Chennai. I promise this is not a CSK preview, but we'll move on. Okay, let's move to Mumbai. I think this is going to be very interesting क्योंकि
Yeah.
एक प्लेयर पे आपने खर्च कर दिए 15 करोड़, फिर बाकी के आपके बेबी एबी को लेके आ गए आप 3 करोड़ के लिए, विच आई थॉट वाज वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग. विल ही गेट अ गेम? आई होप ही डज. And then you have Basil Thampi, which Mumbai makes these buys that nobody can predict ever. Basil Thampi, Murugan Ashwin. Murugan Ashwin,
Yeah.
good player, but I had सोचा भी नहीं था कि मुरुगन अश्विन के पीछे जाएंगे. Ari,
Yeah.
what do you make of Mumbai, यार? What do you make of Mumbai? और आज क्या करेंगे? Where will they target?
I think yesterday was a day of just them sitting at the table and enjoying their dosas. Today is when their team is going to be made, essentially. And again, Ishan Kishan was one of those things. They couldn't retain him because they could retain only 4, and they had made him a promise or something of that sort, or promised it to themselves that we will get Ishan Kishan back, because you see in the initial part of the auction there were so many players that just fit for MI. They did go
100%.
for them initially a little, but they never pursued it. So they always had it at the back of their head कि ईशान किशन चाहिए, बाकी देखते हैं, बाकी we will make around them. So today is their day of making around them now.
नहीं, लेकिन आपके 5-6 तो 11 के प्लेयर बन ही गए ना ऑलरेडी. बात वही है, यू आर 5-6 आर सेट यार. 5-6 लोग, और क्या चाहिए? अच्छा, बहुत लोग पूछ रहे हैं ऑक्शन कितने बजे शुरू होगा. 12 बजे शुरू होगा आज भी,
12 बजे.
और पता नहीं कितने बजे तक चलेगा, वो पता नहीं. कल तो हम सोच रहे थे कि 6 बजे तक खत्म हो जाएगा, 9:30 बजे तक गया था ऑक्शन. बट इंटरेस्टिंग. अखिल, व्हाट्स योर रीडिंग ऑफ मुंबई? what do you think about the team? Where are they today?
Unlike Mumbai,
27.85 crores. 27.85 crores to
Yeah.
spend today. Lots of money.
Look, I think very very light on their bowling right now. Very extremely light on their bowling. Last year they always had these. Mumbai likes these all rounders. Hardik, Krunal, Kyren, Pollard, when they had Glenn Maxwell, etc. But they haven't really gone for those sort of players yesterday. I actually expected them to bid for Rahul Chahar, somehow get him back. I expected them to go for who else was another
Yuzvendra
MI?
Chahal.
Yuzvendra
I
Chahal
wanted them.
probably.
When Yuzi's name came ना, Yuzi का नाम है, मैंने घर पे I was watching it with dad. मैंने dad को बताया bid करेंगे, and they started and they stopped at 6.
Yeah.
And I think Yuzi definitely deserves 9-10 CR.
For
यार.
sure.
Easy. पता नहीं क्या.
For sure. I actually thought MI will go for Shah Rukh Khan, because he fits into that sort of MI bracket of players, the all-rounder, hard-hitting batsman lower down the order. But they didn't really go for these names.
It's just that they spent so much on Ishan that they had to watch where they were going, because had they gone for
एक और
another
9 CR कैसे होगा यार? क्योंकि शाहरुख खान was definitely going for 8-9 CR. तो मुमकिन नहीं है. आज भी I think barring one player they will not go for 7-8-9 CR. एक या दो player might be Odean Smith, लेकिन उसके अलावा I think they'll all be budget buys, like how Sheikh is saying, Mohsin, Yudvik, they'll all go, Marco Jansen, ये सारे पंटर लोग आ जाएंगे अंदर. So
ठीक है, ओपनिंग तो सेट है, टॉप 3 सेट है इनका. रोहित, ईशान, सूर्या. If Briss gets a game, probably at 4. And then they need someone with Pollard. Again, Pollard is now like Bravo, right? Like Arif said, I don't know if you can bank on Pollard as well for 14. I think more than 14 games now, na? 18 games now.
True.
18 games.
So that's going to be interesting if they get someone lower down the order. And definitely, I think today, I would say MI is going to go after that. The one big player that you're talking about will be bowlers. I think they will go after one proper solid fast bowler to help Bumrah. Uh,
Jofra.
Wow,
Jofra,
Jofra, that will be some attack,
yeah.
man.
If Jofra and
Jofra
Jasprit
and
Bumrah
Bumrah.
finish,
आईपीएल खत्म भाई, बंद करो, घर जाओ,
yeah,
ट्रॉफी भेज
everyone
दो,
go.
एंटिला send it
These
to
two will win
Antilla.
them the league.
Yeah. Liam Livingston, Tim David, Jimmy Neesham, Scott Coughlin. Oh,
Yeah,
Scott
Jimmy Neesham
Coughlin.
actually.
Jimmy Neesham
Jimmy
was
Neesham
with
is a
them
very
last year.
he is
Anyway,
a very underrated talent. He is a
Arey,
good 2-3 over banker per game, and
good guy to
he
have
can
in the
bat well.
dressing room also.
Exactly.
Yeah,
He
Jimmy
can
Neesham is a
contribute to your
very
social media plans also.
yeah,
So
absolutely.
हमारे लिए अच्छा हो जाएगा ना, for us media folks.
yeah,
जिमी नीशम को ले लो.
yeah.
अनुकुल रॉय, oh, very interesting shout. अनुकुल रॉय
Yeah,
को
he was with
डेवलप
them
किया
as
है,
well.
बड़ा, हाँ यार, मतलब उसको डेवलप किया है 2-3 साल, तो वो डेफिनेटली दिल गो आफ्टर हिम. इस लड़के को भी ले सकते हैं, अलजारी, who's been at Mumbai.
He's
Fun
been at
Yeah,
story
Mumbai.
about
Yeah.
picked up
Alzari
that
at
6 wicket
Mumbai.
haul.
So Alzari picked up 6 wicket haul. फिर उसके बाद अगला गेम वो injured हो गया, shoulder dislocate, out for the season. But Mumbai looked after his entire recovery, surgery, post, everything. So Mumbai took care of the whole thing. And I thought next auction they'll bring him up, but they didn't. So,
He went to
I think they
Hyderabad,
let
na,
him
next
go.
auction.
Yeah. No, I think he wasn't picked up at all.
I
Was
think
he?
he was in
I'm
one
not
of the
sure.
squads. I think he was in one of the squads.
अच्छा
He was.
अच्छा, लेकिन खेला तो कुछ नहीं, लेकिन now you're seeing he's developed more, so I definitely think they will try for him. ये हमेशा करते हैं वो लोग. They did it with Adam Milne also. Adam Milne को लेके आए, उसको 1-2 सीजन के लिए खिलाया, 1-2 गेम खिलाया और फिर छोड़ दिया, and then they got him back after 1 season again. So quite possible. Alzari
Yeah.
Joseph.
Ben Cutting,
Cutting
yeah,
also. Good
solid
name,
option
very good shout.
to have. Wasn't Cutting the man of the match when SRH won the final
The
against
final.
RCB?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. Yep.
Man of the match in the
2016.
final.
Yeah, I think
Jimmy
Ben
Neesham
Cutting
is
is a good
not
option.
past his prime. Jimmy Neesham is only getting into his prime, Goni. I honestly think.
No.
Jimmy
Yeah, I
Neesham
think
is
so too. I actually think Jimmy Neesham will fetch a lot of money today.
There are still players
quite
like
possible.
Colin Munro to come. So
Guptill, some team
All-rounder.
that needs a backup opener or a
Raj
I think-
Baba.
first choice
Raj
opener.
Baba also.
Yeah.
Wow.
I
Good
thi-
shout for
I
Yaj.
think Paul Sterling is gonna get bought.
Really?
Lekin not for much.
Ah.
Not for much. Not,
Not
for
for
much.
much.
Base
Even-
price.
It'll be one of those Ryan Tendescate
Yeah.
sort of stories.
Yes. Exactly. But usko, he'll come in, I think, one from
Yeah.
the Associate
Guys,
Nations.
Rishi Dhawan is also left,
Okay.
by the way.
Rishi Dhawan, Mumbai. I think Hardik
Yeah.
replacement, the way I look at it.
Yeah.
Definitely. Okay, let's move to Gujarat and then Punjab, and then we go and watch the auction. The other teams will just sort of, or rather, we'll do all the teams. Yeah, why to leave anybody out? Okay, Gujarat have 18.85, and they have a lot of slots to fill. They've got Shami, Roy, Lockie Ferguson, Sadrangani, Tewatia, Noor Ahmed, Sai Kishore. तो spin options हैं आपके पास. R Sai Kishore, Noor Ahmed, and Rashid already retained. So spin is sorted. Lockie Ferguson or Mohammad Shami hai. So pace has some options. So is it batters then? Are Gujarat going after batters today?
Yeah, they need one proper middle order, or for that matter, no, they have their opening sorted with Jason Roy and Shubman
Yeah.
Gill.
They need that
Yeah,
middle
yeah.
order proper
Yeah, they
Middle
need
order,
a middle order. They don't have a 3-4. They don't
because
have
then they have Tewatia and Hardik at maybe 5 and 6.
exactly.
They need 3 and
Yeah.
4 ideally.
Yeah, they need 3 and 4, and they need probably
David
one more
Malan,
all-rounder.
my shout.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, David Malan. Good.
David
solid backup.
Malan,
Malan.
David Malan को खिला सकते हो आप. Brandon King, if you want to go for Brandon King, he's also
Yeah,
there.
again, someone like Gujarat might want to go for Jisham as well. Can bat in that middle order. Can with Hardik not bowling right now and doubtful whether he will or
लेकिन
will
आपके
not bowl.
आपके फॉरेन प्लेयर्स कौन-कौन हो गए? यू हैव राशिद, यू विल प्ले जेसन रॉय,
लॉकी
राइट? लॉकी
लॉकी
फर्गुसन 3 तो आपके पास एक और फॉरेनर का ऑप्शन है. तो you
हाँ
have to
so
use it very
that
carefully.
one either a proper batsman like
हाँ,
but they don't need an opener as such
नहीं चाहिए
so
ना.
They need a
maybe
आपको
Markram
3-4.
maybe
Yeah.
Van der Dusen
good
Mark,
shout. Russi van der
proper fit.
Dusen, very good shout.
whoever gets Aiden
So
Markram
many
has
Devon Conway shouts here. My God.
Yeah, and a lot of
Literally.
Odean
So
Smith
many.
fans as well.
ओडियन स्मिथ, डेवॉन कॉनवे, इनके बड़े फैन हो गए यार. आपने इनको कब देखा है खेलते हुए इतना ज्यादा?
Hey,
मतलब
Glenn Phillips actually. Glenn Phillips was solid for New Zealand as well. Can keep wickets. Who's the keeper for these guys though? For Gujarat.
they
कीपर
don't have one.
इज द somebody that they don't have yet. अभी तक तो
Yeah,
कीपर
so
है ही
then
नहीं.
maybe Glenn Phillips can keep as well.
हाँ, कर सकता है भाई, कर सकते हैं for sure.
Interesting.
But I also think lot of so they'll have to do a lot of budget buys today. देखो हम the players that we are talking about are all players that will come in a few crores, but budget buys are going to be huge for Gujarat. Massive. Local domestic players, how can they get those kind of players? And I also feel you need some local flavor यार. आपके पास अभी सिर्फ हार्दिक ही है who is local flavor. थोड़ा और local flavor लेके आओ, और वो जरूरी है for a new franchise कि आप थोड़ा for your overall thing,
They
right?
tried
So
going for the other Pandya brother, but Lucknow
they
snapped
tried,
him up at
but
the
वो
end.
budget के
Yeah.
बाहर था I think.
Guys, Kusal Pereira, Kusal Mendes,
Mendes
both
maybe.
these guys again can bat as well and proper wicket keepers.
नहीं तो आप जाओ ना अपने ट्रस्टेड डेविड मिलर के पास. ट्राई फॉर डेविड मिलर.
David
ऑल्सो
Miller
रिमेंबर
again
वो ग्राउंड बड़ा है. ग्राउंड बहुत बड़ा है गुजरात में. यू हैव टू क्लियर दैट रोप.
clear
हु
the
कैन डू
boundary.
दैट?
But they are not playing there this year though, I think.
नहीं कभी तो खेलेंगे ना. कभी
हाँ.
तो खेलेंगे.
This
ये
year,
साल तो नहीं
this
खेलेंगे
year,
of course.
they're
Matthew
not planning
Wade.
for this year anyway. Yeah, I was
Matthew
very surprised
Wade.
Matthew Wade went unsold. Yeah.
नहीं, अरे ये सब ट्रिक. They'll obviously bring him back and get him right for cheaper. तो
Yeah.
वो वाला सीन होने वाला है.
Base price पे कोई खरीद सकता था उसको. Like they bought Jason Roy. I mean Jason Roy. So
But कल के day पे if you would have given a base price पे shout, then you would have gotten into a bidding war.
Yes, you.
sorry.
कोई बात नहीं. दवाई ले लो टाइम पे.
Yeah.
दवाई ले लो.
Mitch Santner,
Interesting.
our Chennai boy, another all-rounder option.
अच्छा ऑप्शन है भाई.
All-rounder.
बट अगेन यार ये लोग ना सी व्हेन यू वांट टू मेक योर फाउंडेशंस ना, आपका अगर 6 पे कोई खेल रहा है तो ही हैज टू बी श्योर शॉट. इज मिच सैंटनर श्योर शॉट नंबर 6?
नहीं,
कैन ही फिनिश
seven.
गेम्स? वो नहीं कर. नंबर 7 है वो.
Yeah.
नंबर 8,
Yeah.
नंबर 7, नंबर 6
No, and
बहुत बड़ा
moreover,
पोजीशन है. Huge.
Moreover, an overseas a sort of spinning all-rounder. Chennai will buy back. I agree. Chennai will buy back Santner at
क्या
8 crores.
करोगे इतने spinners का? क्या
At 8
करोगे
crores.
इतने spinners का? क्या करोगे इतने spinners का बताओ.
खेलेगा तो जडेजा ही.
हाँ,
खेलेगा जडेजा
correct.
और मोइनी. इमरान ताहिर भी तो था. सैंडर पिछले सीजन
देखा तो आईपीएल, ये सब बात करने के बाद देखा तो आईपीएल 22 चैंपियंस चेन्नई सुपर किंग्स.
Of course, man. You don't put it
Never
past
know.
MS. You want to quickly look at
Never
RR? We've got about 15 minutes before.
Yeah, no, we'll do Punjab and then we'll do few others and we'll push on. Let's do this rapidly. Let's do Punjab first. Lot of good shopping. Shikhar Dhawan, Kalisha Rabada,
most impressed.
Johnny Bairstow,
Most impressed.
Rahul Chahar, yeah, Shah Rukh Khan. बाद में then they got their punters Harpreet Brar, Prabhsimran Singh, Ishan Kishan, Jitesh Sharma.
Yeah.
So
Very
you were
impressed. I
impressed,
think
right?
they have their top order is sorted with Shikhar Dhawan, Mayank Agarwal, and Johnny Bairstow. I think they're sorted with. They're very good.
I have
with
a
their
contrasting
batting.
view, but you go ahead.
They just need someone in the middle order now. Like 4-5 is what they need. They have a.
That's what they always miss, no? Arib, Punjab don't they always miss that? They've traditionally always been top heavy and then
Top
sort
heavy.
of fizzle out. Yeah, fizzle
कौन
out
है
in that
middle order में?
between overs 14 to 20.
आप फिर से मनदीप
Yeah,
सिंह को लेके आओगे, बेचारे पर पूरा प्रेशर उस पर ही जाएगा 3-5 पे या 4
They
पे.
didn't go for Sarfaraz Khan, which I was shocked. Their favorite pick
सरफराज खान
between them and
बेस प्राइस
RCB.
फॉर दिल्ली.
Yeah, he's good at base price.
दिल्ली का क्या ऑक्शन रहा है भाई अभी तक. वेरी वेरी गुड, सुपर ऑक्शन.
Delhi have been the best of the lot, but these guys have their
100%.
bowling sorted as well. They have like
Yeah, their
Rabada
bowling's
and
pretty good.
What about
and
Rahul
Sreesanth,
Chahar,
Chennai
man.
Super Kings? Sreesanth
Yeah,
at
he's
Chennai Super
35 plus,
Kings.
no? He's 35 plus
Yeah,
now.
fits,
Oh,
fits
qualified.
the quota.
Qualified.
Qualified.
Fits.
That's why they were going after Dinesh Karthik. That's why they were going after Dinesh Karthik yesterday.
Yeah.
At long last.
My God, we are sitting
हम
and
ना
making these jokes here.
पिटने वाले हैं,
Come,
पिटने वाले हैं.
हाँ, 3 महीने बाद पता चला ट्रॉफी लेके आ गया. फिर
अरे वो
पिटने वाला
पक्का
है.
है. Keep the faith in MS.
Acha, so okay, so let's move fast. So Punjab, you're saying middle order, right? Middle order players are important
yeah,
today.
middle
ठीक
order.
है.
Middle order.
Middle order.
Big
Okay, so let's
order
move
Punjab.
to the others who are no, not them. These guys who are going to be chilling in Cubbon Park today. Little bit Lucknow, Rajasthan, Bangalore.
I
and
really like
Kolkata.
Rajasthan. Devdutt Padikkal
We
is
haven't
perfect.
talked about, yeah. We haven't spoken about Delhi also. Delhi is also one of those teams who've got
Delhi को मैंने छोड़ ही दिया because
But-
they are going to the final straight.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
No, even
Delhi
Rajasthan
जा रहे हैं
actually,
final
if
में.
you look at it, their bowling is pretty good with Trent Bolt, Chahal, Prasidh Krishna, and R Ashwin. So proper two spinners, two fast bowlers who can do the job for them. And then you've got
Yeah.
your top order with Yashasvi Jaiswal, Devdutt Padikkal, Sanju Samson, Josh Butler, and Shimron Hetmaya. I think as of now, Rajasthan isn't being spoken about so much, but they look pretty well balanced to me. They need that one proper all-rounder to slot in, and I don't consider Riyan Parag or R Ashwin to do that all-rounder job.
नहीं.
So one proper all-rounder and they're good.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. We will pick one team each, right? Individually, and we'll move because we only have 12 minutes left. So that's RR. My quick thing on RR is it's a little early to judge, and I was disappointed with them going for Padikkal because where are you going to play him? He's too good a talent. Are you going to play Butler in the middle order? You're wasting him. Are you going to play Yashasvi in the middle order? You're wasting him. Are you going to play Sanju in the middle order? Not worth it. Where is it going to figure? So I was a little disappointed there. I thought Bangalore should have gone for Padikkal. They didn't. So quite odd. Okay, Delhi. Ari, what do you make of Delhi? Do you like Delhi? What do you think about Delhi?
I really. My biggest shock
है
was
ना?
when they got Kuldeep Yadav for itna sasta yaar. I mean, what is wrong with everyone else? I
Yeah.
agree that his stock has fallen, but I still think he is a very good bowler if he's given into the right hands. But apart from that, where is Delhi's squad? मेरे को दिल्ली का squad ही नहीं मिल रहा.
They even got Mustafizur
एक
at
second, मैं
base
बताता हूँ
price,
तो.
which was quite good.
अरे भाई, I'll read out
Yeah.
Delhi squad for you quickly. ठीक है? So they retained, of course,
Yeah.
Pant, Patel, Shaw, Norkia, David Warner, Mitchell Marsh, Shardul Thakur, Mustafizur Rahman, Kuldeep Yadav, Ashwin Hebbar, Sarfaraz Khan for base price, Kamlesh Nagarkoti, KS Bharat. क्या बढ़िया टीम बनाया यार. And they've got
Shardul Thakur.
half of their team sorted. Half of their team sorted भाई already. मतलब
More
half
than
of their
yeah,
squad.
and they still have 16.5 crore left. Just look at it. Okay, look at their playing 11 if you want to. You get David Warner and
Prithvi
Prithvi
Shaw.
Shaw to open. Okay, you have Marcus Stoinis at number 3. You have Pant
No,
at
there's no
number
Marcus
4.
Stoinis. There's no Marcus Stoinis.
No Stoinis.
Oh,
Stoinis
sorry,
तो गया
sorry.
ना अभी.
Marsh. Mitchell Marsh at number 3.
Mitchell Marsh is there.
Mitchell Marsh at number 3. 4 pe you have Rishabh Pant. Now the gap they need to fill is number 5. At the moment you have
And
Sarfaraz
6.
or 5, 6 pe, they need a finisher.
6 पे तो
kind of
अक्षर
guy.
आ जाएगा.
नहीं. I think Akshar is not
नहीं.
number 6. नहीं, 7. 6 पे आपको भाई कहाँ you look at 6 competition, right? Sarfaraz, Shah Rukh Khan in Punjab, Kyron Pollard in Mumbai. So you need that level of a player, big, who can finish. Is Akshar your guy? I don't think so. So that is one they look
5
for.
and 6 is what they need. 7 pe they have
Daryl
Akshar,
Mitchell.
8 pe they have Shardul. And then they have their bowlers with Kuldeep, Fizz, Nagarkoti.
Nokia will
I
play.
think they're good.
नॉर्किया
They're good.
खेलेगा.
Nokia, exactly.
नॉर्किया के लिए एक पार्टनर चाहिए, लेकिन if it's not Mustafizour, somebody else, and they
I
need
think
some
Nagarkoti
Indian
can become
pacers.
that, can fill
खेल सकते.
Avesh Khan's role.
अरे
Yeah.
पक्का आराम से खेल लेगा, आराम से. Okay, let's move to Lucknow. Let me read out Lucknow's squad for everybody. 1 second, pulling it up. Okay, so Rahul Stoinis Bishnoi retained, Quinton de Kock, Manish Pandey, Jason Holder, Deepak Hooda, Pandya, Wood, Khan, Rajput. 6.9 crores remaining. I think we spoke about Lucknow, so we'll move past Lucknow now.
Yeah.
We already did.
Yeah.
We spoke about, no, let's speak about RCB then. RCB is a good shout. Yes. So Kohli, Maxwell, Siraj retained, Faf du Plessis, Harshal Patel, Vanindu Hasaranga, Dinesh Karthik, Josh Hazelwood, Shahbaz Ahmed, Anuj Rawat, Akashdeep. Akhil, first
This was a
thoughts?
very unlike RCB auction this year. They I think RCB, the feel that I've got is that they are going, and I think Sanjay Bangar has been instilling that sense of calm, that let's not only go for flair what we go for every year. Let's go for some, tried and tested names. You see the likes of Josh
Utility.
Hazelwood, Faf du Plessis, Dinesh Karthik. You see Shahbaz Ahmed. Obviously, they went a little. I think they went a little over than what even they wanted to pay for Harshal Patel, but I think fair, given the last season that he's had. Hasaranga, again a little bit too expensive, but I think he will do the job for them. He's been really good on the international circuit and in the subcontinent when the IPL is here. I think even availability is not an issue for Sri Lankans through the entire season. So I think he will end up playing all the games. They definitely need a proper spinner, is what they will go for today, I think. I was
I don't
very
know.
surprised. I think
I don't think
Sumed, you
so.
mentioned that they didn't go for Chahal. Very
Yeah.
surprising.
Shocked.
But yeah, they don't have a proper
I'm just
spinner.
generally shocked for the lack of attention to spinners. Just generally.
Yeah.
कुछ है ही नहीं
Yeah.
यार, मतलब युजवेंद्र चहल, राहुल चहर, इनको ना बिडिंग वॉर नहीं, कुछ नहीं, 2-3 लोग लड़ रहे, ले रहे हैं. That's it. There's not much happening.
Yeah.
So quite surprised.
Yeah.
Quite surprised.
But
Generally
who will
also
captain
speaking.
this team? That's the question.
Faf du Plessis. My
Faf.
pick is Faf du Plessis for captain.
Faf 100%. Faf ही करेगा, और कौन करेगा? 100%
I think they
Faf करेगा.
went to Faf for that same reason.
हाँ, और I
AB
feel a quiet word has gone in from AB de Villiers to Virat saying, get Faf to do it.
That Faf, probably.
Faf is your person, let him do it, and he's unassuming, उसको limelight नहीं चाहिए, वो अपने में रहता है, तो perfect है बैंगलोर के लिए, है ना? Virat can continue being the main person, and this guy can lead on the side. I actually thought they'll try for Owen Morgan for that role, because Owen is that ice kind of a person, but Faf is a good shout if they got Faf. Wow, brilliant. Chennai, again, disappointed to lose out on Faf. Okay, I think the last lot for us to talk about is Kolkata. And I think they've had, I don't know, I'm not sure about what they've done. Russell, Chakravarti, Iyer, Narayan retained, Pat Cummins, Nitish Rana, Shreyas Iyer, Shivam Mavi, Sheldon Jackson. देखो कोर पे उन्होंने पैसा डाला है बहुत, लेकिन आपके पास अभी बहुत सारे स्लॉट्स हैं फिल करने के लिए, और सिर्फ 12 करोड़ है, 13 करोड़. तो
they don't have specialists. They have a bunch of all-rounders. And yes, people like Russell, Iyer, Narayan, Nitish Rana, Varun Chakravarti have done well for you, but where is your, if you have to ask for that one standout proper specialist batsman apart from Shreyas Iyer, there's nobody. I thought they should have gone for Tripathi, who could have continued opening with Iyer for them.
महंगा है यार,
They
महंगा.
lost out on him. So I don't know. They have to get proper Indian batting, or one proper foreign opener to play with Venkatesh Iyer, and they need some proper fast bowling. They don't have any fast bowling.
The Mavi and Pat Cummins at the moment, and Pat Cummins is not, again, his availability scenario is very intermittent.
Who's going to play all 18 games?
Interesting.
That one Indian fast bowler.
True. Okay, so these are my wild picks. These are picks I think that will do well today. They'll be creating a bit of hysteria. Rishi Dhawan, I think, will attract a lot of attention. Odion Smith, for obvious reasons. Liam Livingston, Devon Conway. Any other names, boys?
Aiden Markram, Van der
David
Dusen,
Malan.
Oh, David Malan, Aiden
Alex
Markram.
Hales
So
maybe.
batters. Another batter. आपने 4-5 बैटर के नाम बता दिए. और कौन?
And then the under-19 boys, yeah.
संदीप
Rajvardhan,
लमिछाने.
Hangargekar. He already went
Sun-
unsold yesterday. Last player
Unsold. So
yesterday.
everyone's asking whether he'll come back and take money.
Yeah,
Tim
probably.
he'll come
David,
back probably.
Daryl Mitchell. Some shouts for
I think
Daryl Mitchell
okay.
also.
There is one name that we haven't spoken about yet. Very underrated. Has the right skill set to fill a very important slot for any team. Shea Hope. I think wicketkeeper, opening batsman.
I said this
Has the
actually. You
talent.
know what? I was on Delhi Capitals' YouTube yesterday, and they asked me who can be your backup keeper and opener. I said go for Shea Hope. He's your perfect backup keeper in case something unfortunate happens. Because if you want the whole backup keeper, you need somebody who can keep as opposed to who is a keeper. That way he can adopt in the field also. So Shea Hope's a good shout.
Yeah.
Shea Hope's a good shout.
You have people like Chris
What about
Lynn and Aaron Finch
Usman
coming up
Khwaja?
today.
Usman Khwaja also.
Is he in the auction?
Yeah,
He's there.
Really?
he is.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Yes.
Usman Khwaja is
interesting.
there.
Pata nahi yaar.
Riley Russo's been doing pretty decently as well. Can be an option for a lot of teams.
Interesting. Okay. A few names, however, let me get this right. A few names, however, are in the auction list, but you don't really know what's going to happen to them. And these are those names for me: Ajinkya Rahane, Mujib, Shakib, Steve Smith, Suresh Raina, Alex Hales for different reasons, and the big one, Jofra. So what's going to happen to these folks? Arib, I see your brain moving at 1000x, so I'm going to leave this.
I think.
What do you make of him?
Okay, so Mujib, I think, is going to come back to the auction at some point, and someone going to get him at base price. Even for that matter, Shakib, because the Shakib is a very big utility player, so you wouldn't want to miss out on him. I think some of the other one is going to pick him up. Steve Smith, I think he's going to go unsold. Ajinkya Rahane, again, he might not get regular games, but he'll just be bought by someone thinking of developing or helping the youngsters out. Something what Cheteshwar Pujara did for CSK last year. I don't think he might just get a few odd games here or there, but it's hard for him to get some regular game time. Suresh Raina, again, if CSK have the money left towards the end, they might just get him. Otherwise, he's going to go unsold. Alex Hales. There's a lot of
Alex Hales is a good one for me because will they look past the whole England situation? Will people look past it?
I think people should. I think people should because that was he's done very well.
वो PSL में और PSL में भी खेलता है यार. He knows. So the big advantage, and Dhruv said this yesterday on the live, you were there. Foreign openers or top order batters who can play spin well are assets. Alex Hales over the years has played on turning surfaces, played every spinner in the world. तो उसमें आप invest करो यार. बिल्कुल dividends देगा वो आपको. बिल्कुल. I think someone like an SRH or somebody should go after Alex Hales. Even
I have
Delhi
one more
for
name
that
for you
matter.
in this list. Ishan Sharma.
CSK. He's going to get bought. Not just because of the age. Because CSK don't have the bowling right now. They don't have the money to go for an overseas fast bowler, I think.
But they can go for Navdeep Saini.
Navdeep Saini, you're not going to get for cheap. That is the thing with him.
नहीं मिलेगा cheap में, बिल्कुल.
ठीक है ना?
100%.
Okay, so what? Around say 5.5-6 crores is what you're saying?
I think he's going to be somewhere in the Avesh Khan category.
No.
Who has that much money left today?
No, and also Navdeep Saini का unfortunately थोड़ा trajectory ऐसा जा रहा है अभी फिलहाल. So you need somebody who can, so that is what the thing is. Okay, the elephant in the room, Mr. Jofra Archer, before we wrap.
Mumbai
and
Indians.
Also
Mumbai Indians.
भाई IPL ट्रॉफी उनको देनी है क्या? क्यों मुंबई इंडियंस? नहीं भाई, not Mumbai Indians. I
If
will
I
be.
were
I
MI,
think
I would
Delhi.
say Jofra and Bumrah together, khatam.
Okay,
I
and
think
under
Delhi is gonna
19
go
boys,
hardcore.
under 19 picks, Areeb, Akhil, either of you, any under 19 picks to
Vicky
look out for today?
Ostwal, Raj Baba,
Cool.
and
Yash Dul.
Hunger Gaker.
Yash
Hunger
Dul.
Gaker to finish innings.
बढ़िया बढ़िया.
Okay.
Okay, thanks everybody for joining. We are wrapping exactly on the hour. जाइए auction देखिए, मजे कीजिए. Thanks for joining Akhil. Thanks Areeb for joining in as well. And जो भी यहाँ पे है, please make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon. You know, apart from all these lives, lot of all content coming, and you will see all these faces very often. अगर आप इनके fan हैं तो जरूर आते रहिए. And make sure you do the drill. Subscribe, bell icon, like. And of course, अगर आपको audio version सुनना है तो the Ghana link is in the description. A lot of interviews with players, lot of conversations with my friends coming up very soon rather. So जाइए auction देखिए and keep coming back to the podcast. Thanks folks for coming and thanks for everybody that attended the live today. See you soon.
Thank you.